Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday night stream. This week is a generic sort of open session. Um, we'll be talking about a few issues, a few articles, issues, things like that. And in alternate weeks with the other grumpier, not so old men. Just sharing it out now. We give people a few minutes to show up if they're going to show up. I also possibly have a guest in Steven who may or may not be on. And we'll see. Okay. Now I just finished my Wednesday evening D&D session over on OBG70's channel. Hopefully people can hear me. I'm talking to a mic. It's all going good. So we'll see. See how it goes. I'll see if I can watch this on my phone without getting a feedback loop, and we'll see if I can hear. Let's find out. Unbearable. And I'm going to talk, and let's see what happens. Watch this on my phone without getting a feedback loop, and we'll see if I can hear. And, sound is good, so I'm going to mute on the phone and just let it play. I should plug that in so it doesn't look stupid, right? So let's first topic of the evening, and I have 2 or 3 really good ones. So let's get right into it. Okay. What's the best way to manage all this crap in front of me? I guess it's going to be to keep the little Discord window I'm doing this from sort of in front of me, right? And I will... Now we're going to test to see if I fix the problem with Brave posting in Discord and OBS. So let's see. So, Princess... Yeah, I know silence should not be a good opportunity. I swear, man, I know it's my dexterity because I'm getting older, but like angle dragging windows is getting harder and harder. Okay. Nope. Gotta go to Firefox. I tried disabling the acceleration in Brave and it didn't. So off we go to the Firefox. A little live experimentation didn't hurt anyone, right? Welcome. I see someone else is watching, so hopefully it's someone who wants to entertain. Here we go. Okay, now we get going here. Firefox. There we go. So, guess what October 9th was? October 9th was the 35th anniversary of The Princess Bride. Now, I'm going to do a video on not so much a full review, although it's leaning towards that, But uh, you know, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a mix of maybe a 60% review and 40% the sort of emotional whirlpool that stuff like this bring up. Okay. Um, so, Princess Bride came out October 9th in 1987, I believe it was. Let's see if I'm correct. I know October 9th is correct, which is 1987 correct? Yep, 1987. So, it's based on a book from 1973, which was the year I was born, by an author named William Goldman, who I believe adapted someone else wrote a long time ago. I don't remember the whole story about it. I remember reading his book when I was younger after I watched the movie. And I liked the movie a lot more than the book. And, oh, excuse me. Although Goldman did also write the screenplay. Okay? Directed by Rob Reiner, who played Meathead on All in the Family and is a Meathead in real life. Now, so what made The Princess Bride the movie special was the combination of the atmosphere and the acting and the roles. And it's a movie you can watch as both adult and like a family could watch it, or you could watch it when you're a kid and you're adult and enjoy different things about it. The character names and the very opening of the film, which is when the old grandpa played by Columbo. What's his actor's name? I don't remember right now. His grandson, played by Fred Savage from the Wonder Years, is sick, and he's reading him the story of how Wesley has to rescue Princess Buttercup. You know, along the way, Inigo Montoya of the famous, which actually I should be able to play that clip. You know, the most famous line from it. I'll probably get dinged on this, but...
Wait. Again, thank you. Do you always begin conversations this way?
Here, this is the end of it.
Are you still trying to win vengeance?
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
That is the legendary clip from... Every fan knows that, okay? They all know the Inigo Montoya line from it, which is another thing that endeared that movie to the fans, that the quest of Inigo Montoya for vengeance for his father. But he retained honor. He didn't kill the innocent. He didn't become like an Itachi Uchiha who became a mass murdering psychopath. Or any other, So that was pretty cool, the Princess Bride anniversary. Now, I'm not going to go long tonight unless I get a guest on tonight. Unless my guest comes on, he may or may not be on. You may see my War of the Flies here. I have a couple of them buzzing around my house. You may see me pull out the big old fly swatter. We got some live action violence on the screen. So what else? Another bit of positive news. I was so stoked and when it happened, and I don't know if I can play it effectively for you or not, but I will try to get it offline and the feedback. The Bleach season premiere for season 17, the 1,000-Year Blood War. When I don't know if it's nostalgia or like Bleach was really good, better than I thought it was. And don't get me wrong, okay? The finale of Bleach, so to speak, in the manga was kind of meh. Okay, the only really great thing about it was Old Man Genocide's Bankai, which was like I think like what 3 or 4 issues on its own or some craziness like that. Where I was like, every time it was like, now it's the Bankai of the West and nuclear plague zombies who I've killed with the Bankai riots. And it just went on and on forever. And then of course they just erased it, you know. But we actually got to see it, and it was a bloody awesome Bankai, you know. But I gotta tell you, I'm gonna see if I can get this to the point where I was kind of feeling it. Let me mute it for now. I was kind of feeling it. And then see if I can load this up for you guys. Okay, so let's try to load up. We'll hide Firefox. I don't know if this is even going to work to show, but we'll see. Video window capture or window capture. Plex. There's a Plex there. Cancel. Yep. And we're doing audio capture. I don't really care tonight. Audio capture. Input. And Plex. Cancel. Bear with me, guys. I'm still learning how to do this whole add things on the fly. I got audio modules now. Device. You know what? Screw it. I know how this works, so I'm going to do it without that. So, I'm going to jack the volume up. And do we have it on screen yet? Please. When this happened in the scene, when I heard this music kick in, when I heard it go off, I was like so freaking stoked. It just really got me going again. For years, I mean, the things I've liked recently, I'm gonna listen to all that. But I don't know if the season's gonna suck or not, but Bleach gave me a renewal of hope, like a something about hearing the Bleach music and seeing it going up, knowing this is just a new intro for people who haven't seen it in years. It still got me mentally fired up, and I don't know why. Seeing the gang, you know, Sato, Ichigo, Onihime, and whatever. Something about this Ishida. Yeah. So something about it just came back. It was so enjoyable. Like watching this little like I don't know, I sound like I'm rambling here for people who are gonna watch this maybe on a restream or whatever. But there was just so much like, how do I put it? It felt good. And having stuff that feels good is just rare. Even though Ghost of Teacher's own Bankai, straight in the first freaking episode, you know, and especially if you've read the manga and you know what's really going on here. Okay. You know, so I'll stop that so I don't get copyright struck or whatever. But there was just something special about it, you know, something that got me back into it. So, a couple other little bits and bops to cover tonight. We already did the Princess Bride. I am working on a video for the Princess Bride, as I said. That will be out this weekend, I hope. We have finally Rings of Prime is over. Finally. No more of that crap to deal with at least until next crappy season. Thank you guys who signed up. My lore videos seem to be doing some pretty good traction. So going forward, I'll probably do a weekly, like a mini lore video. I'm not, like, I don't want to, because I know there's people out there who do these like 30, 40 minute full productions. That's better than I could ever do. But I'm going to target particular areas of the lore. In some cases that relate to the show and how they screwed up, but in some cases things that people might not understand the nuances of just hearing terms and even the Jackson movies. You know, I'll also talk about some of the lore differences in the Jackson movie, and you know, not. But even though I like them a lot and love them in some circumstances, there was some differences. So but the thing is, Peter Jackson's films were respectful to Tolkien's work and wanted to fairly adapt it. This whatever, you know. So the point is, I'm going to be doing some lore videos on a weekly basis. I know people seem to like those. You know. So what else we got to talk about tonight? So looks like I'm doing this alone. So let's talk about Linda Ronstadt. Now, I wish I had Steven on tonight, because he is a musical person like I am and can talk about it. But I have a little article here from, you know, let's call this up. Grab the old Firefox. So for those who don't know, Linda Ronstadt, she's a legendary performer, of course, right? And I mean, she's one of the all-time greatest singers, and she's a great English singer. She sings great in the Spanish language. She's what was the word? She's technically the number one selling mariachi singer of all time. Acknowledged by Mexico. For those who don't know, Linda Ronstadt is actually a Mexican. Okay, always part Mexican. And what sadly happened is due to, I think it's ALS, you know, Lou Gehrig, or Parkinson's, one of the two of them. Parkinson's. She's lost her ability to sing, to control her voice, and it's kind of sad. And that's, you know, but she's still going strong in life. You know, she's like this article is about her cooking and stuff, which she always loved doing. You know, and it's just great when someone who doesn't give up like that. Who, you know, I'm gonna play a little Linda Ronstadt. Let's see if we don't get nuked on that one. This is a little bit of hard singing in Spanish. Let's unmute. This whole concept, by the way, is out there on Blu-ray. I would urge people to listen to it.
Once in a while, reflects a Mexican.
Now listen to how well she sings in her family's native language. Yeah. Not going to play long. I don't want to get struck on it. But again, I strongly urge people to go and listen to, Linda Ronstadt's, how do I put it? her a mariachi album, basically. What else? The frustrations of Linux, which I guess I can share with people. There's a lot of people, I'm not a Linux noob. I function it. Every day I work from home. I do my work stuff with the videos and all. But there's a lot of people when you go for help on something who just assume that every single thing they're typing. Like they'll say, "Oh, just type this command line in," and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there they never explain or say where to learn about it. So, for example, I want to mount a whole bunch of my NAS drives from Synology on my. It's very easy in Windows. Just map a drive and it runs under Samba, which is CIFS basically. And now in Linux, people say, "Oh, you have to use NFS. NFS is far superior." Blah blah blah. CIFS is just glorified Samba, and then it's a Microsoft thing, and you go back and forth, and which one is better? And it turned out, no one ever. There's no like clear resolution to that sort of thing, So it's that can be frustrating for people who transition to Linux. Those things can be frustrating when you're trying to figure something out, and people will write these articles and not give you all the details of how to. I'm not expecting every single article to be like how shall I say, to be like term papers, but when you say this command line, give a reference to where you can get detailed information on that, so someone can research in the case you decide variants on that. So. There's that frustration. What else do we talk about? And I will try to get a partner for this little odd live stream here and there. A little politics, I guess. So, are we heading towards World War III? Is it like the Pope, for example, thinks? Or, I mean, I don't know. All I know, I saw with Stephen last week, growing up, they had us crap scared of nuclear war and war with Russia and the Soviets for justifiable reasons. And now it seems the same people who were like anti-war when I was a kid are all now pro-war, and we have to fight, go to war with Russia for no apparent reason, a country that no one cares about over resources that have nothing to do with us. I don't know. But on the good note, on further good news, it seems that wokeism keeps crashing. It keeps crashing and burning. The woke son of Superman comic has been canceled. Thank God. And honestly, if they had just not called his character Superman, I probably would have been okay with his son being a homosexual character. They could have called him, like the Kryptonian kid or something. I don't know, but the point I'm getting is make new characters, write them well, and build. Don't just sit around on your butt and expect people who have these legacy characters and stories they love to just blithely accept your crap. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy on this stream. It's only I just want to establish the spot. Hopefully I'll be able to arrange a guest, someone to talk things over with. And so my name is Matt. This has been a brief live stream from Unbearable73. Next week will be episode 2 of Grumpy or Not So Old Men. We will be talking about bands that have been musicians who've been around a long time, and we're going to do a should they stay, should they go, should they change, and why. So hopefully Stephen will be on that week. He should be. But thank you very much.